Get up. Get up, man. I know your body feels heavy. I know your mind is already trying to convince you that you can start tomorrow, that one more hour won't matter, that one more day won't destroy your future. But listen to me carefully. Your life is being built right now. Not next week, not when you feel ready, not when motivation finally arrives like some divine lightning bolt from the sky. Right now. In this moment, under these covers, inside this decision. Because every morning, there are two versions of you fighting for control. One wants comfort, the other wants a future. One wants to stay hidden from the world. The other wants to become unforgettable. And the terrifying part is, both versions are fed by your choices. That's why mornings matter so much. Because when the sun rises, the universe asks a question most people spend their whole lives avoiding. Who are you going to become? And most people never answer it. They roll over, go back to sleep, numb themselves, distract themselves, convince themselves there's always more time. Until years disappear. That's the scariest thing about life. Not failure, not pain, not embarrassment. Wasted potential. There are people walking around right now with entire worlds trapped inside them. Books never written, bodies never built, dreams never pursued, art never created, love never expressed, lives never transformed. All because comfort became stronger than courage. And comfort is seductive. Comfort speaks softly. Stay in bed. You deserve rest. You've already tried before. What if you fail again? What if none of this matters? But deep down, you already know something most people refuse to admit. Nobody is coming to save you. One day, your life will simply become the result of everything you repeatedly chose. That realization can either destroy a person or awaken them. Because eventually, you reach a point where you realize discipline is not punishment. It is self-respect. Waking up early is not about productivity hacks. It's not about becoming some machine. It's about proving to yourself that your future deserves effort, that your dreams deserve sacrifice, that your life deserves more than endless avoidance. Because avoidance is where souls go to die. People avoid the gym because they fear seeing how weak they've become. People avoid opportunities because rejection feels unbearable. People avoid silence because silence forces them to confront themselves. But growth has always required confrontation. You have to confront your laziness, your fear, your excuses, your wasted time, your addictions, your self-pity. And that battle happens before the sun rises. That's why dawn feels sacred. Because while the world sleeps, there are people rebuilding themselves in silence. Somebody is running through freezing streets right now. Somebody is studying while exhausted. Somebody is praying. Somebody is creating. Somebody is choosing discipline over comfort. And slowly, without anybody noticing, they are becoming dangerous. Not dangerous to others, dangerous to the weak version of themselves that almost took over their life. That version has to die. The version that keeps waiting, the version that keeps hesitating, the version that says someday instead of today. Because time is terrifying. You blink and people are older. Parents age. Friends disappear. Dreams fade. Years collapse into memories. In one day, you will either meet the person you could have become or spend the rest of your life mourning them. That thought should shake you, because there is another version of you waiting on the other side of discipline. A stronger one, a calmer one, a wiser one, a healed one, a focused one. But they cannot exist unless you rise. That's the hard truth. Transformation is earned in invisible moments. At 5 a.m., in empty rooms, in lonely workouts, in mornings where your spirit feels exhausted, but you stand up anyway. That is courage. Not loud courage, not movie courage. The quiet courage to continue becoming even when nobody applauds you for it. Because the strongest people in the world are usually people who got tired of disappointing themselves. In one day, something inside them changed. A switch flipped. They stopped negotiating with weakness, stopped waiting for perfect timing, stopped praying for easier circumstances, and they finally said, "No more." That's the moment lives change. Not when motivation arrives, when responsibility does. Because eventually, you understand that your future self is watching you right now through your decisions. Watching to see if you'll rise. Watching to see if you'll keep your word. Watching to see if you'll become the person you keep dreaming about at night. So get up. Get up, man. The sun is rising with or without you.